Good day, and welcome to Currencies Direct weekly podcast for Monday, the 29th of June. This week, we will mark the move to the second half of 2020. Here's to adding more steps to your Fitbit and more routes to your GPS. It's been 6 months since the initial breakout of the novel coronavirus. Global focus remains firmly on COVID-19. Increased infections over the past few weeks have threatened the V-shaped recovery we had all hoped for. With the number of new infections slowing in Europe as well as Asia, attention shifts to Africa along with North and South America. Increase in infections in the United States have halted the reopening of the economy in some US states. As countries continue to ease lockdown restrictions, acceleration in new cases will be the emphasis, as the number of cases have now surpassed 10 million and the number of deaths past 500,000. Back home, Finance Minister Tito Mboweni delivered National Treasury's supplementary budget last week. Mboweni announced the deficit had soared to 14.6% from 6.8% previously forecast in February, with the economy narrowing by 7.2% rather than 0.9% forecast. Mboweni stated, "Debt is our weakness," with the country needing to act now to prevent a sovereign debt crisis by 2024. The grim picture means that out of every rand paid in tax, 21 cents will be paid towards interest on debt, as the Rainbow Nation needs to service a 4 trillion rand debt hole. Credit rating agency Moody's was quick to weigh in to the debate, stating the country will struggle to fulfill Mboweni's budget. Moody's also said if nothing is done, SA's debt levels are expected to exceed 100% of GDP in 3 years, peak at 140% of GDP before the end of this decade. This week, much focus will be on local shores, with SA's first quarter GDP expected to be released tomorrow. Expectation is for a contraction of 4%, following the contraction of 1.4% in the last quarter of 2019. Any surprises, positive or negative, will likely sway the rand, but it will be global developments more so that will have the final say. Over in the US, with the country celebrating Independence Day on Thursday, attention will shift to Friday's unemployment report. Much like last week, this week is expected to be a volatile one for the rand, with markets not sure whether to stick or fold. That's it for this week's edition. If you'd like to chat about any of your currency requirements, please get in touch with us on 021 418 0105. For Currencies Direct weekly podcast, my name is Justin Ludovec.